Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, authorities are looking for 21-year-old Skyy Mims after a bloody murder at a gas station in Dalton, Georgia. A clerk was killed at High-Tech Fuel around midnight when he was attacked from behind and apparently stabbed. The attack was so swift and so quiet that customers inside the store didn't even notice. One eventually left money at the cash register and walked out. Authorities say the attack took place at the deli by the front counter. The attacker took cash and scratch-off lottery tickets and apparently fled on foot. We're told the victim, a man named Dicky, was a 36-year-old from India who started working the third shift just a few weeks ago. Arrest warrants have been issued for Mims, whose last known address is Detroit. It's unclear whether she's still in the area. Authorities say she should be considered armed and dangerous. A 22-year-old is dead after police say he was shot by his uncle in McMinn County. The shooting happened on Sunday night. Authorities say 35-year-old Marvin D. Hayes was visited at home by his nephew Brandon Hayes. WRCB says the two got into an argument and Marvin shot Brandon. The TBI is investigating the shooting and no charges have been announced. For the second time in less than 2 months, a fire has scorched hundreds of tombstones at Chattanooga National Cemetery, and state and national investigators want to know why. The latest fire started around 2 p.m. on Sunday and affected 500 tombstones. The earlier fire on January 19th took place at the same exact time, again on a Sunday. That fire scorched 1,800 tombstones in a different part of the cemetery. No cause for either fire has been determined, and Chattanooga firefighters say they can't recall another grass fire at the cemetery in the last 15 years. If the investigation does point to arson, officials say a suspect could face federal charges. A man was shot and killed by a sheriff's deputy Sunday night in Chattooga County. It all started after witnesses say a driver swerved to the side of the road as he sped by, almost hitting two people. When they yelled, he yelled back, and as he took off, they called police. A short while later, a deputy went to the Lyerly house where the car was registered. As he approached, 60-year-old Herbert Wayne Moorhead apparently came out of the back door screaming with a semi-automatic weapon in hand. Authorities say he fired at the deputy, Robert C. Clerk, but missed. As Moorhead took aim again, Clark fired back and killed the suspect with one shot. The GBI is investigating. The UTC women's basketball team has won its 15th Southern Conference championship. The Mocs won 71-45 over Davidson in Asheville. Senior guard Alex Black led all players with 22 points, a career high for her. UTC will find out its NCAA tournament opponent, as well as the date and location of the game, next Monday. Chicken Salad Chick is opening its first Tennessee location in Chattanooga on April 1st. The restaurant will open in the Miller Building at Market and 7th Streets and will seat close to 80 people. A second location is expected to open in East Brainerd this summer. Chattanooga's first citywide book drive has been announced by Mayor Andy Burke. The effort will help put books in the hands of students at the city's youth and family development centers. You can drop off books at the centers, public library branches, and McKay Books through April 9th. Finally, the Krispy Kreme donut store that closed in Brainerd last month should reopen by the end of April, and the company is hiring 50 positions for the remodeled store. If you're interested, you can apply online at krispykreme.com. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 75 degrees. The low tonight will be around 57. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.